was a bonding experience. I can't say we were very good, but we gave it a go.
Bridgerton Season 2 brought platters full of scones, sets covered in real gold, gifts being left in trailers, countless props stolen from set, and way less of their signature steamy scenes. The scandal does continue though, so let's peek behind the curtain to see what exactly was going on in the Bridgerverse while filming the second season.
The fact that we have so much fun in something like that, hopefully that will come through.
Number 1. They didn't know what hit them.
Mad.
Mad is one way to put it, but Ashely has also said it was amazing and an experience she's deeply grateful for. Ashely's co-star and on-screen sister felt similarly.
I mean, it was absolutely mental. It was a big cast scene, so everyone was there.
And these two got thrown into the deep end, their very first time on set being one of the epic family meal scenes. Luckily, it all worked out.
Sort of the best scene to start with, because we got to meet everyone at once. There was loads of downtime to chat and get to know each other.
The cast from season 1 was extremely supportive, with Jonathan Bailey insisting Simone felt safe as a newcomer on set. Meanwhile, their co-star Catherine Drisdale was busy singing their praises.
I think we were all a bit sort of like starstruck.
We'd be starstruck on this set, that's for sure. Number 2. If that wig doesn't get under control, it might be off with her head. With wigs that take up the screen, the production team made sure the Queen Charlotte actress could get the support she needed.
They actually made me a neck brace.
Considering she was spending hours on end carrying all that extra weight on top of her head, she felt it was important to consult with the costume department to make sure she was able to do her job while looking this lavish.
I could just put my neck in and just, yeah.
Number 3. We've got steam of another variety this season.
I think it's quality over quantity on the second season. We're expressing sex and intimacy in a more psychological kind of way.
While there are far less of the famous steamy Bridgerton scenes, the ones that are included, well, according to Ashely,
The fireworks are even bigger when it does all happen, and it's very earned.
the producers decided that for the rest of the seasons, they wanted to focus on other forms of intimacy.
They were naked in front of each other psychologically before they were physically.
The shift has made for a really positive experience for the on-screen couple.
I think it allowed us as actors to kind of just dive into the character development.
Filming with the female gaze in mind made for some pretty special moments, that's for sure. Number 4. Cross every T, dot every I. While there were less intimate scenes, they weren't any less intense, so extra contracts were signed the day of, outlining every detail of how much would be revealed on camera, as well as where contact would happen and how, doing all they could to make sure every actor felt safe and supported on set. Included in this was a rule that indicated whenever an intimate scene was taking place between two people, there had to be 3 different objects acting as a barrier between their bodies.
But there is, I remember one of them was it the John Lewis travel cushion?
And there was a half-inflated netball in the kit too. Talk about being resourceful. Number 5. Anytime is snack time. At least for Colin Bridgerton and Luke Newton.
I'm a biscuit fiend, and so is Colin. I think we share that.
The actor really wanted to do justice to the character, and he listened to what the fans wanted.
A lot of the fans of the books love Colin eating food, so this year I really tried.
Anytime Colin Bridgerton could be eating, Newton would check with production to see if the plate of food in front of him could be piled up to make sure his intense snacking habits came across. Just one scone could never do. Anyone else want to move into the Bridgerton mansion? The giant soundstage the Bridgerton team often films in definitely does the trick.
And I often get lost in there. It's enormous.
The Modiste is in fact a fully constructed set, based on a shop in Bath, a location the team once had but lost partway through filming the first season, so they built their own version.
It's a huge soundstage. There are like 3 stages, I think.
Will's Club? Fully built and even painted with real gold.
So that's real.
And of course, there's the tea shop.
This is based on like 2 or 3 real streets in Bath.
Featuring beautiful but not so tasty baked goods.
They're generally
Oh wow!
styrofoam.
Oh, and notice all the portraits of the actors? Custom made. No big deal.
The woman who does like these amazing paintings of all of us is also Lady Whistledown's hand.
Number 7. It's time to play hide and seek. How many hiding places could there be on a set? Well, in her shop, actress Catherine Drisdale had plenty.
I can put my phone in the little silk rolls and things like that.
She could store her stuff and special fuel to help her get through those long days.
Or a little snack under the counter in the shop.
Number 8. The competition is getting real. Batter, batter up. The Pall Mall scenes were filled with action, laughter, and some very competitive spirits. No surprise, it was a favorite among the cast members.
It's kind of wild.
Though some of them might have gotten a bit too into the game.
Pall Mall scenes, I got to spend a lot of time with the cast outdoors playing this game, and we were really playing the game.
Luke Thompson gave the props department a whole lot of extra work.
I broke 6 mallets during filming.
Yeah,
one after
ridiculous.
the other. Yeah, it was very embarrassing. Yeah.
Number 9. A perfect romance on screen, but what you see isn't always what you get. Simone Ashely and Jonathan Bailey loved working together, but their animal co-stars? Well, let's just say they could have worked on their timing.
You're doing a beautiful scene, very romantic, and it's going really well, and then a horse just takes a dump.
How about messy and muddy romance moments?
Although Falling in the Mud did lose its novelty.
Yeah, a few times.
The first time they filmed it, it was actually a bit too messy.
We got way too into it, and by the end we were getting mud all over our face, so we had to reshoot because of the hysteria.
Number 10. Who needs to breathe anyway?
I think you'd love to wear a corset, and then you'd have one on for an hour and you go, maybe this is not as great.
Those corsets were rough and restricted the actors wearing them in more ways than one.
I couldn't really eat.
Though some newcomers didn't seem to mind them too much.
They're perfectly made for us, so in many ways it does feel like second skin.
The boys, of course, had it much easier than the women, and they knew it, but let's hear them out.
For me, it's the tie, and actually I feel very guilty complaining about being uncomfortable in the costume because I know the women of the show have a very difficult time.
And both looks could have done without the restrictively shaped suit jackets. Number 11. Wardrobe 1, Actor 0. We're big fans of Jonathan Bailey fencing, but filming the scenes were tough for the actor who struggled with his tight pants. Going in for my final lunge with Benedict, my crotch ripped and it's all on camera. Oh, and there were a full 4 cameras on him at the time. Screaming, "This is just so embarrassing," in the middle of set was all he could do. Nicola Coughlan's country ball dress really slowed her down.
This pink beaded number that I wear at a country ball, and it was so stunning, but it weighed a ton.
And it got her in a bit of trouble with production.
They were like, "Can you run quicker?" And I was like, "No, I physically can't."
Number 12. Sometimes going method is very, very cute.
We were like a little married couple.
Simone Ashely and Jonathan Bailey treated each other very well as co-stars.
Johnny and I would leave little presents inside each other's trailers. So every month he would leave a bouquet of flowers in my trailer, and then I would leave his favourite snacks in his trailer.
But Ashley wasn't the only one he was leaving presents for on set.
He loves muesli, and I remember walking in and there was a little bag of muesli that was his favourite.
Some Viscounts never change. Number 13. When the families are together, it's always a party.
They're always my favourite when the family are together.
Many of the actors reveled in getting to spend so much time looking so fabulous with so many people they love. But it did make for a bit of a marathon.
We do end up being exhausted by about 11:30 a.m. because we've been laughing so much together because we get really giddy when we're all in the room together.
Number 14. Which actors wound up on the naughty list?
I was a very good student and I didn't take anything.
Not everyone was Ashley, though.
I nicked some fake wisteria because most of the flowers are fake.
Yeah. Oh, but that wasn't all.
And I took one of the little dance cards, so the cards you wear on your wrist.
Actress Bessie Carter had the same idea.
I can't tell you exactly what, but I stole a dance card from one of the balls.
Of all the actors, this sneakiness is most like Nicola's character, and she wasn't ashamed. After all, Lady Whistledown wouldn't be.
But the wisteria I didn't ask, I just was like, yoink, in the bag.
Number 15. There were details hidden on screen and behind the scenes. Nicola Coughlan was pretty out of the loop as to what was happening in the second season because the creators were being so quiet about the plot lines and stories to come. The actress was quick to investigate, trying to piece together every detail she could. Once a Lady Whistledown, always a Lady Whistledown. Just when we think we can't love this show anymore, we're ready to binge it all over again. What part of the making of the show did you find most surprising?